Richards, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, I'm a big fan of Garrett Richards. This guy's stuff is unbelievable. 95 to 97 miles an hour with sink, and sometimes that fastball he throws, it has a mind of its own. Sometimes it sinks, sometimes it cuts. Good, hard, vicious breaking slider, and his changeup has gotten better. The key to Garrett Richards is staying healthy, and if he's healthy and brings his A game, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the bump.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I really like what Justin Bour does for this team. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Popped him up. But this will land untouched. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. This one's down to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
Giro, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Wilson Ramos is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Hoskins at second. Herrera is over at first with one away. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the end. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s. But he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Herrera. But he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Coming to the plate now, Mike Trout, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. A runner at second, nobody out. Up around the face. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Into the box, Albert Pujols. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and one gone now. Popped up. Santana has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Batting fourth, designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. In there, 0-1. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Frozen on strike three for the final out of the inning. Angels leave one. We are still scoreless. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Justin Bour. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gives more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
Trout has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting eighth, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Richards gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
And in steps Scott Kingery as he rips it on the ground to second. Fielded by Kozar. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Phillies strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping up to the plate, Justin Upton, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Justin Upton.
First pitch on its way. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. And Upton can't connect there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. His past line against Aaron Nola. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Bottom of the second here with no score. The wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Zach Cozart.
Digging in now, Zach Cozart. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground out to short. Kingery's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young. So now Carlos Santana.
Leading off for the Phillies.
First offering on its way.
Santana.
Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. On the ground to second. Cozart is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting, left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
Digging in for his second at bat, Rhys Hoskins. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. This is flared out towards second. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Phillies down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Digging in, number 37, and he's ready to take his first cuts.
Catcher, number 37.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Fouled away. The 1-1 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. Hoskins waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Batting 9th, 3rd baseman, number 3.
Ready now for L.A. number 3. He stands in for the first time in this one. Here comes the first pitch. There's a sinker that didn't sink enough, just missed high. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
1-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Fouled off. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
And he takes this one high, 1-1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. Hard hit to first. Santana's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Ramos, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Kozart has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in the switch hitter as Drupal Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Kozart is there for it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Richards gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Fastball that just misses inside.
2-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
2-0 count. The pitch skied in the air to straightaway left. He's around first, heading for 2, and that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Right fielder.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Up next will be Nick Williams, and he puts it on the ground to second. Kozart has it. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Mike Trout ready to settle in and kick off the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac with you in the booth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a curveball right on the corner. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Just missed with a breaking ball.
1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that can just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Here's a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And it's fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And that sinking fastball didn't sink, it stayed high. And Albert swings and hits a ground ball to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Striding forward now is the DH, Shohei Ohtani. First time up, he went down looking. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a breaking ball stays outside.
1 ball, no strikes.
Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. Through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded by Kozar. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 4.
And in steps Scott Kingery. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. This pitch is popped up. Pujols is there, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. Richards peers in. First pitch on its way. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Low throw, but a nice play at the bag by Pujols saves an error and ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Halfway home, still no score. Here's Justin Upton now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way to Upton. Missed with a breaking ball. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. Upton, a former Detroit Tiger, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Upton awaits the 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Line drive to left. Hoskins is there, and he makes the catch for the out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. One away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. No runs, just one hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Popped him up. And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Zach Cozart. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Soft liner towards first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another shot now, Rhys Hoskins. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. First delivery to him on the way. Takes this the other way to right. Calhoun is there to put it away for route number 1.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Digging in once again, Odubel Herrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field. Trout giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Richard steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Fouled away. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Stepping into the box, number 37 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Catcher, number 37.
And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Now batting, number 3.
Settling in now, number 3. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sacrifice attempt here. One there on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That's a really tough double play to turn when the first baseman has to field it coming off the bag and then make a throw to second while the runner is going down the line. Couldn't complete the double play, but at least they got one out.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the 1-2. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Center fielder, number 27.
Ready once again, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. A tough sinker on the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batting.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Angels strand 1. Still no score. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. So here's the Phillies DH. Justin Bour. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make.
And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Up next will be Nick Williams, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard to third. Reined in. And that's the first out.
The batter, second baseman.
Now in the box, Cesar Hernandez. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a little flare out to left, and that ball's going to drop. A base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
Now batting, number 4.
And in steps Scott Kingery. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Trout is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Albert Pujols. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
Now a swing and a miss by Pujols, and he's in a quick 0-2 hole.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's another 1-2. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Hoskins looks up. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run home run off the bat of Justin Upton. And the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Andrelton Simmons is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but this will be a foul ball. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Zach Cozart is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Just missed with a breaking ball.
2-2.
Count remains 2-2. Again, another foul ball.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. 7 complete here tonight, and the Angels are out on top now 2-0. So now Carlos Santana, who could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
The windup and the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 0-2. This is in the air to left field. And the move is Upton, but he won't get there. It falls in. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Now the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. Throw over to Pujols at first will take care of him to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Angels lead it 2-0. And now for the Angels, number 37. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Number 37.
Here comes the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start. after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see two different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Luis Garcia comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. Herrera is there, 2 gone.
Right fielder, number 56.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Cole Calhoun. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Herrera on the run, and that retires the side. Angels go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Kicking off the top of the 9th as Asdrubal Cabrera, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working. Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Justin Bour. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now to the plate, Nick Williams. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Hops this one up. And he will make the catch to end it. And the Angels get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove in the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him.